You know what's funny? We spend years learning how to talk, but nobody teaches us how to actually communicate about intimacy. And I'm not talking about the physical part. I'm talking about the emotional language that happens way before anything physical even begins. Here's something I've learned through research and countless conversations with relationship experts. Most men over a certain age think the signals have changed. They think younger generations communicate differently, or that modern dating has made everything more complicated. But the truth? Human psychology hasn't changed at all. What's changed is our awareness of it. Women don't typically walk up and say, "Hey, I'm interested in exploring intimacy with you." That's not how attraction works for most people. Instead, there's this whole language of curiosity, of emotional checking, of subtle invitations that happen beneath the surface of normal conversation. And when you miss those signals, you're not just missing a moment, you're missing an opportunity for genuine connection. Now, I want to be clear about something. I'm not a therapist or a medical professional. What I share comes from studying relationship psychology, talking with experts in the field, and paying attention to patterns that show up again and again in how people connect. So let's talk about something specific. When someone is genuinely interested in building intimacy, not just friendship, but actual emotional and physical closeness, there are typically two questions that come up, and most people completely miss what these questions actually mean. The first one sounds so simple. Do you spend a lot of time by yourself? On the surface, it seems like casual conversation, but research on interpersonal communication suggests this question serves a deeper purpose. It's actually about emotional availability. When someone asks this, they're trying to understand if there's space in your life for connection, not just schedule space, but emotional space. Think about it. If someone didn't feel any pull toward you, why would they care how you spend your alone time? They're asking because they're already imagining what it might be like to be part of your world. They want to know if you're open to closeness or if you've built walls around yourself. Most people answer this too literally. Yeah, I'm alone most evenings. Or, not really, I keep pretty busy. But neither of these responses acknowledges what's actually being asked. A more aware response might be something like, I value my personal time, but I'm definitely open to meaningful company. You're communicating two things. You have healthy boundaries and self-sufficiency, but you're also emotionally available. That balance is what creates attraction. The second question is even more revealing. What are you looking for right now? This isn't small talk. When someone asks this, especially in a context where there's already some connection happening, they're doing something vulnerable. They're trying to understand your intentions and your direction in life. From a psychological standpoint, this question is about alignment. Can they see themselves fitting into the life you're building? Do you even know what you're building? Are you moving forward with purpose or just drifting? Studies on relationship formation consistently show that people are drawn to those who have clarity about their lives. Not perfection, not having everything figured out, but clarity. A sense of direction, an understanding of what matters. When someone asks what you're looking for, they're not asking for a detailed life plan. They're checking to see if you're emotionally present and intentional. Because here's what relationship research tells us. People don't invest in uncertainty. They invest in people who know themselves. A weak response sounds like, I don't know, just seeing what happens, or taking it day by day. These answers suggest drift, and drift doesn't create attraction. A stronger response might be, I'm focused on building genuine connections with people who add real value to my life. Or, I'm at a point where I want depth over surface-level interactions. These responses show self-awareness and intention. Now here's what makes this so important. These aren't just questions, they're invitations. There's someone creating an opportunity for you to show that you understand the deeper conversation happening. When you respond with presence, when you answer in a way that shows emotional intelligence and self-knowledge, you're doing something powerful. You're matching their vulnerability with your own clarity, and that creates connection. But when you miss it, when you treat these as throwaway questions, the moment disappears. And here's the hard truth. Most people won't extend that invitation twice. They'll assume you weren't interested or weren't aware enough to recognize what was happening. I've put together a more comprehensive breakdown of communication patterns in relationships inside my course. It goes deeper into how to recognize emotional signals, how to respond with authenticity, and how to build the kind of connection that actually lasts. If that interests you, the link is in the description. But whether you check that out or not, here's what I want you to take away. Communication about intimacy and attraction happens long before any direct conversation about it. It happens in questions that seem casual but aren't. It happens in moments of curiosity that are actually invitations. And it happens in the space between what's said and what's meant. The people who build strong, intimate relationships aren't necessarily the most attractive or the most successful. They're the ones who pay attention. They're the ones who recognize that underneath ordinary conversation, there's often an extraordinary opportunity for connection. So next time someone asks about your alone time or what you're looking for in life, pause for a second. Ask yourself, is this just conversation or is this something more? Because sometimes the most important moments in relationships are the ones that look the most ordinary. And if you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. Your engagement helps this reach people who might really need to hear it.